Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul Gilson, the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. And yeah, it's kind of a late video, but I felt like I should do this. It's actually 10:35, 35 minutes after the hour, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have approximately 51 degrees outside. It's going to drop down a little bit, and it is April 29th, 2022, on Friday night. Yeah, so let's just start something on fire, all right? Actually, before I start something on fire, this video is dedicated to Mr. Brog Pipes, handmade in Poland. It's dedicated to my mother, and it's dedicated to Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds in Mansfield, Montana, or Missouri. Yeah, Missouri, I think that is. It's also dedicated to Mr. David A., who was so kind to help me out with something that I really wanted to do, and purchased some things from him. And it's also dedicated to John Deere. I think I have it covered. So what I did is I found a blend that I don't know, it just says Latakia Burley Bengal Slices 8/29 of 2021. So I blended this as an experiment, so it's been sitting in there for a bit. And so we have our Mr. Brog bowl number 82 console pipe. Now these pipes are handmade in Poland. And this is a great pipe. It's 9mm. You can use it with a filter, but I don't use those. And in that, we have whatever last August I concocted in there that says Latakia Burley Bengal Slices. I don't know. It's not an RPG blend, so let's start that on fire. All right, and our Mr. Brog number 82 console pipe, 9mm. Yeah, here we go. We have our half and half poker from probably circa 1950s or whatever. Poker, tamper, scraper, whatever. It's really a good blend. Oh, yeah. So, this winter I ordered some seeds from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds in Mansfield, I don't know, Missouri. What does MO stand for? I don't know. Missouri, Montana, whatever it is. Because we're going to have a good garden this year. And I'm not talking a garden like your front yard. I did spend the day, thank the Lord. It was beautiful today, 55 degrees. And so here's what we're going to be planting. We're going to be planting carrots. And these are all non-GMO, meaning they're not genetically modified at all. They're heirloom seeds. In other words, the scientists didn't mess with them. We're going to be planting some of these, a lot of carrots. Same thing with broccoli. Lots of beans. These are Bean Jade, Baker Creek heirloom seeds, Mansfield, Missouri. Yeah, that's where they're from. They threw me in a little tomato free seed with my order. All right, so we're going to be growing tomatoes. And things are kind of falling in line with my life. And I like it when things fall in line. So, ordered all these seeds from Baker Creek, heirloom seeds, from Mansfield, wherever it's from, Mansfield, Montana, was it? Whatever, can't remember. Again, I'm unprepared. Whatever I said before. So, you know, the package came in and so forth, and seeds are pretty cheap. So we're going to have a big garden this year. And so I ordered the seeds, and I have approximately 3 acres here. I have a 1979 Troy-built rototiller. Actually came across it. And it's funny, it's like 1979 Troy-built horse tiller, which is the biggest one they had. I actually called Troy-built up, and it has a vehicle identification number on it. And I said, was this purchased by my father, James W. Gilson, at such and such an address in 1979? And they said, yeah, how'd you know? It's fun. I found this online, this huge rototiller. Funny how God brings things back to you. Couldn't believe it. So Mr. David A., I then was like, all right, we're going to grow this big garden. I, have the rototiller. We're going to till it all up. We're going to plant all these seeds that I just showed you. And then I'm like, back in the day, my grandparents on the Miller side, they were born in Germany. I think one was born in 1906 and one was born in 1908. As kids, we all the cousins and everything would go to Grandpa's farm. And Grandpa had a big garden. So he'd plant the seeds and then he would harvest it and then we would can them. Now I had a canner in mind, but it was really, I had the money, but it was out of my budget. It cost over $400, about $450, made in the United States of America. And Mr. David A., all right, had one listed online for $250, and we came upon a fair agreement, a much more than fair agreement. And I got this. Now, this might not mean a lot of things to you guys and gals, but that is a canner made in the USA. It's made by it's a pressure canner cooker made in the foundry in excuse my cough. Made in the foundry in Wisconsin, and it's heavy. It's 21.5 quarts. Mr. David A. was able to negotiate out an extremely fair price for me, and I got it for a fraction of a price. And so I asked him to if he could deliver it to me, and I would give him X number of dollars excuse me, to do so, and he agreed. I said, look, I work a lot of hours and so forth. So he brought it to me, and then on top of that, he brought me 6 dozen made in the USA wide mouth mason jars that he gave me for free. He says, you know, I just felt something about you, Paul. He says, and I want you to have these. I only used that canner for one season. Excuse me. And he says, there's 6 dozen. Well, 6 dozen made in the USA mason jars are worth about $250. Thank you so much, David. And then I told my mom what I did, and it even gets better. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, the killer calico cat. We're making a video. So my mother, unbeknownst to me, I was about ready to order this stuff off of Amazon, sends me a canning set, which has everything that I needed to do when I was a young boy and a teenager to go along with that American-made canner. And then she did one more thing. She sent me this Ball complete book of home preserving. Now, I didn't know this, all right, but my mother said that she worked with the government. So they worked with old school people that did canning, so forth, and was on the board, and I never knew this about her. So she's somewhat responsible for all the content in this, because what they did is they took all the information and government biologists and so forth, I won't get too deep into it, discovered, and they tested it for bacteria, and they took all the old school ways, consolidated them, and found out the best way to reduce bacteria, the best processes. And my ever loved so much mother was involved with that. That's like 1.25 inches thick. This is, and I didn't, you know, it's not on a PDF or on the computer. It's in a book, because someday we might lose electricity. Someday we might lose the internet. I have everything in this book. Thank you, Mom. I love you. I'm pretty blessed. I am extremely blessed. So, I kind of just wanted to share that with you all. You know, it might be boring to you, but this year I'm going to have an extremely big garden. and my neighbor / landlord and I are going to work as a co-op together, and we're going to do it, and we're going to have a nice food supply, because food is getting expensive. Food might not be available down the road. We're planning ahead. In the Boy Scouts, they taught us plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. In Boy Scouts, the United States Boy Scouts, they said, be prepared. Well, that's what we're doing. In closing, I'd like to give you guys and gals a little eye candy. All right. Now, I'm not going to live forever. I'm 57 years old. Okay. But my son, Paulie Jr., he's 18. And whether I take my last breath right now and drop over and can't upload this video, or I live to be 115 years old, it's all up to the big guy upstairs. It is what it is. You get it. All right. But in this black bag is a pipe that my son has instructions that at my funeral, whether it be next week or 50 or 60 years from now, he is to take this pipe and smoke whatever he wants out of my collection. And it is an unsmoked, new old stock GBD. Look at that there. Yeah. Unsmoked vintage. I don't know what the age of this is. The only thing I can tell you is it's a GBD bull number 254, and it's unsmoked. And I said, son, all my pipes will be yours. Take this pipe, go out on the back steps or wherever you got to go after my funeral, load whatever blend you want in this, and smoke it. GBD. It's got the silver GBD medallion in there. All right. That may sound crazy to some of you folks. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a Canadian-style pipe, really. It's oval. There's no factory fills. The briar on this is like gorgeous. There's one other unsmoked pipe which really doesn't really have a meaning to me, but it is, and that's in blue velvet. I don't know. I came across this, but it's unsmoked. Thought you might enjoy seeing it. It's a, if I can see it, Lord. Yeah, it's a meerschaum lined pipe. I'm trying to read what it says. I don't know, maybe a flashlight will help or whatever. Sorry. Belgravia Briar Meerschaum. And I don't know, maybe it has a bowl number, maybe not. But that's the pipe right there. Unsmoked. Don't know what age it's from. Meerschaum lined. Great briar. No factory fills. That one has a stinger system. I don't know how old it is, but it's unsmoked. Just figured I'd throw that in there. So anyways, the reason why I thank John Deere is because I do have a John Deere lawn tractor that I bought brand new in 2002 that I'm in the process of restoring, and I have a John Deere garden cart. And many years ago, when I bought that in 2002, my kids, when they were young, they're all over 18 now, I would give them tractor rides in the garden cart. Well, I'm going to get that thing fired up this weekend. My daughter's getting married this weekend, but I'm going to buy a new battery for it, do everything I need to do, fire it up. And I have 3 acres here. I'm going to give my grandkids tractor rides, courtesy of John Deere, made in the USA. Anyways, enough. God bless you all. And Mark, Walsh Piper 62, his birthday is on May 12th. He's going to be 60 years old. That is like unbelievable. 60 still is young, but we were all a lot younger years ago. So Mark, God bless you, and you have a special birthday present on the way from Paul the Pipe Guy. Anyways, God bless you all. Thank you for watching. If you like my channel, subscribe to it. If you like it, share it with your friends. Say, hey, you know, this idiot in upstate New York in the United States of America has some pretty cool videos. You know, subscribe, hit the, you know, reminder button, whatever. I have 562 subscribers. I just want to reach people that are like-minded. And if there's only one thing that I can say that helps them, or one thing that they can say that helps me, that's something important. If there's any way I can help any of you, all you got to do is contact me. I'd take the shirt off my back for you. I got plenty of shirts. Anyways, God bless, and remember, the one above is in control no matter what's going on in this world. I love you all. Paul Gilson, a.k.a. Paul the Pipe Guy, over and out. I love you, Mom. Thanks for the stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great summer. Yeah. Anyways, how do I shut this thing off?